Yo, yo, what is good? I think we are live.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to the Solgr and Fusha Only Show presents Married with Issues. This is episode 4.
4, yes. We're back at it again.
Yeah, we got a bunch to get into.
A lot.
Yeah, big show this week. Let's see, I need to get it pulled up here real quick.
Momentarily.
Yeah, because since it's on my own, like I can't...
Work in progress.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think like how... So yeah, like I can't... There we go.
Media down.
Alright, welcome. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Hope you can hear us and see us alright.
And we actually do have the chat up this time too.
Yeah, make sure we have this switched over to live chat.
Yeah, it is on live chat now. Because last time we forgot, and it was like, oh, nobody's in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody to talk to.
So yeah, a bunch to get into. Like a little bit later on, we'll get into our spoiler-free, kind of our thoughts on the season 2 of Punisher.
Mm-hmm. It was good.
It was really good.
It was really good. Hello, Mr. Girl.
Hey, Mr. Girl. Okay, I'm here.
Good to have you.
So first, we usually start with mail calls. So on this one,
yeah,
we actually already have it opened. So
yeah, I was too eager and excited, and I couldn't resist because the day that we had got it was actually Monday, and it was a bad day, and I'm like, I'm gonna open it. It was a box inside of a box, but it's like my first grail and also my first ever slab.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for this? Catwoman #1.
Yeah, we finally found the #1.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see it with the glare.
Yeah.
And it's a 9.6.
Yeah.
And then it's also the embossed cover, and it has a Bane appearance. I was so excited when I opened it.
I know. I that's the one we were talking about last week. I think that I was trying to surprise her on it.
Yeah.
And not remembering that the emails go to her email account.
It happens, but it's
so.
I'm so forgetful though that it's still a surprise.
Yeah,
like you can tell me something, and then 2 minutes later it'll still be a surprise because I forgot.
Yeah, it's a really gorgeous 9.6.
And it's embossed, and it's gorgeous, and I love it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was a embossed cover.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks incredible.
It's a 9.6. So not only is it my first grail, but it's also my first slab ever. And it was worth coming home to on Monday after that bad day. Right?
Yeah.
The glare, but look at how beautiful it is. It's gorgeous. The glare.
I love those Jim Balent covers. Hey Mo, what's going on? We got Stay Puff in here.
Hello, Stay Puff.
Welcome everyone. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. And the one thing I got this week on the mail call actually came the same day is volume 12 of that new Avengers, the Brian Michael Bendis new Avengers run. What? So I finally finished it. Finally, like the full. I haven't read any of them yet, but I finally finished the full 12-volume trade run.
And the craziest thing about that purchase is actually only a penny.
Yeah, what's crazy about this is I ordered this the same time I ordered volume 11, but I ordered them from Amazon, but they came from 2 different places. Mm-hmm. This one came from a place in the UK, and it was listed on the thing as only a penny. So I guess I got it for a penny. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, did you pay the shipping? The shipping was probably more than the...
Well, yeah.
So really, you kind of just got it for the shipping and handling and a penny.
Exactly.
Still a bargain. A really good deal.
Yeah, I forgot. I still need to check out some of Stay Puft's videos.
Yeah, we're a little behind on those.
Hey, Inferno. Yeah, speaking of the UK.
No.
Mr. Girl asked, I have that book. Is it a good one? Are you talking about the New Avengers one or the Catwoman one? I'll have to see that.
I love it. When she's bad, she's very, very bad. I'm so thrilled about this. I love it. It's my favorite. The glare, you can't. The glare doesn't do it justice, I swear, but it is just gorgeous and embossed, and she looks so good, and I'm in love.
It is. And I mean, it's even like a key for me. Like I've said many times in our show, like I love that Jim Balent Catwoman run, and
it is her first ongoing, August from 1993. I would have been 4.
Yeah, and speaking of Catwoman in her early series, we have some stuff in our hold that
I can't wait to show you guys. You'll have to wait and see what we have in the hold for next week.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot more Catwoman goodness.
Yes.
Hey Bueller, what's going on, my dude?
Hello, Bueller.
Thank you so much for stopping by. How you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend.
Good to see you in chat.
Okay, so now we'll get into our weekly haul, and what I'm going to show first, we actually just barely got back, so
like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was about like an hour ago, and I'm like, you know what, like, let's just go check our Walmart and you know, check out that Superman, you know, see if they still have that Superman 7.
Hey, Crimson Ghost Comics.
And we lucked out, and the last 2 we picked up from there. They actually had a 3rd copy there, but you could tell
the corner was bent.
Yeah, you could tell some kid or something probably got his hands on it, because the corner was pretty bad. It was demolished pretty bad. So
you were saying how some stores ended up recalling it from
I think some did,
but
I haven't really read any of the articles on it, but I've just kind of been hearing, you know, through the grapevine, a lot of the stuff that's been going on with this book, like some kind of controversy. A bunch of people got butthurt or something over some of the
mature content.
Yeah, Lois Lane, some kind of torture, and a bunch of I'm trying to think of the word, but a bunch of like violent scenes with Lois Lane or something. So when we got back with it, we kind of flipped through it, just looked at it, and
it is kind of brutal, but
it is brutal. But it's like, once again, it's another one of those things. It's just like people make big deals of nothing, you know. So it's like,
agreed.
I don't know, but I think I did hear something that like some Walmarts were recalling it, I think, or something. So
well, we also just found out that they also have them at Target. They have different ones at Target too.
Well, yeah,
that they're not like the same ones, but they're different stories sold at Target too. So we want to go check those out sometime.
Yeah, I heard something about that, like how DC's doing something like with Target now too. I think, like, I heard it from somewhere. Yeah, because I actually started listening to podcasts a lot more at work. You know, since we're doing our show now, like I need to try and get a little bit more into all the news and everything that's going on.
Indeed.
Hey, Crimson Ghost, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, he said he finally caught one of our live shows.
Hello.
Okay, so the next 2 books, these ones actually came from the quarter bin. So these were the only 2 quarter bin pickups, right? I think.
I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
So I was stoked on this one, X-Men #1, one of the Jim Lee, for a quarter. Yeah, Mo says the violence is a bit much for kids at Walmart, but it's not crazy what the amount of violence is in video games. Yeah, see, right? I agree. That's actually a good point, because
that is a really good point.
Those books are geared more to kids, with them being at Walmart and stuff. So that actually is a really good point. Like I can see it with that. I didn't even like really think of that.
But I agree. There's more violence in video games that they're into. So it's like.
Yeah, D-Runk, yeah, X-Men 1, gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually, I think with this one, I think we do, so I think I do have all of them now, because we have the limited edition gatefold one that we had Jim Lee sign.
Yeah.
Which is up here.
Up there.
And then.
It's beautiful.
And then we have all the other, like, single ones. No, actually, we're missing one. We don't have the Magneto one, the one that's just Magneto.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We're down to 1. That'll be on our hunt.
And then this was the other quarter bin pickup. I'm starting an Alpha Flight run, so we got Alpha Flight 41. Being a huge Jim Lee fan, I obviously am looking for is it 51 or 52? I always forget. I think it's 51. I think.
Could be.
That was his first like Marvel work, I think. because I'm trying to remember. I don't think he did the. It's either he didn't do the cover and it was his first like just Marvel work and he did the interior. Like I need to research it a little bit more, but I think Tony actually showed it last night.
I'm Jelly Stay Puff. You have the Magneto's cover signed by Lee.
Oh, he
That's
had
gorgeous.
Lee sign the Magneto one.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really awesome. Those
we had
ones are beautiful.
Yeah, I've been working on that X-Men run too. The 90s one.
Work in progress.
Okay, so these next ones is some more that McD would definitely love. I mean, if you guys have been watching our show, you know I'm really working on the. I think Comic Book Realm has it listed as actually like Volume 2, but in the book it says Volume 1. It is Deadpool's first ongoing, but the Joe Kelly run. So this week we picked up number 6, and
Deadpool.
I also put a bunch more, like a few more in the hold too at our store, so there will be some more coming here in a little bit. So that was number 6, and then 20. I love these covers on these too. And then we got 21.
They are beautiful. I
really need to find that. There was that deal I found that I want to get. It had the number 1 slab, and then like 2 through 8 Ross. That I still wish I could get that one.
Maybe someday. As I trip over myself.
You could probably show these ones since they're those ones.
Yes. So we did get more. We have been collecting the Catwoman run, and I actually don't have which ones we have already available right now, but we were able to get number 5 Catwoman to finish off our collection for this one. So we got number 5.
That's a big run. That's going to take us a while to get most of that, because that one went into.
We actually have the first 10. Now that I think about it,
we have the first 10 and then like 46, I think.
And these covers are just so beautiful. Oh, I love them. And then the Night Quest Catwoman number 6.
I could be wrong, but I think that run like went into the hundreds. I think it broke the 100 mark.
It might have. Yeah, we'll have to look into it.
I know
it's one that we're collecting now.
I know it definitely went into the 80s because they had like 83 and stuff up in there.
I love them all though. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, I do too, Mo. I love Catwoman's look on that run. I mean, Balint.
Her purple suit.
Yeah, like her suit. Balint drew her like just so sexy and stuff too. Like
she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's so gorgeous.
I love the way Selena Kyle looks in these. And then this one was number 7.
Yeah.
If you can see without the glare.
Like I said, that Catwoman number 1 slab that she showed, like it's a personal grail for her. But I mean, like I said, it was a pretty big key for me too. Like I love that Catwoman run.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like we have the first 10 and then the one
we have 0 too. We have 0 through 10 because we even have issue 0.
Yeah, so we have 11 then. Yeah, 11. And then we also picked up issue 10. They can't cage her in, but they can't stop her.
That one is awesome.
They can cage her in, but they can't stop her. It's tiredness. See?
Yeah, Mo, her hair looks really good too. Like how she has the long hair.
Yeah, I love her hair in this one. Like
I love this one with the tigers. Like,
and they did so good on her claws, like on her hands. And I love that in the corner right there, how she's just kind of doing this.
Is she?
If you can see it.
Is she head slapping her?
Yeah, the head slap. It's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, Big Line Cat has an auction tonight. I think it was at 4. I think it was at 4 Pacific. I could be wrong, but when I watched Discovery Bay's What's on Today, I think it was
Facebook.
At 4.
It's going until 4. There's one going till 4 on Facebook. I saw
that one's Bill's. Economics and Comics is on Facebook going until 4, and then Big Lion Cats is starting at 4 on on Big Lion Cat's channel.
So much to do. So much activity going on. But yeah. So I'm really glad that we have 0, 1. I have to show it again because I love it. See?
Hey,
Number one.
Comic Zombie, what's going on, buddy?
I love it. Yeah, so we got the slab, and then we have up to issue 10 on the Catwoman one. So I was really glad to be able to catch up on those.
Oh, yeah, Stay Pup said he's working on that Jim Balin Catwoman run, too.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful run. I'm loving all of the covers for them. I was just a wee one when they were coming out.
Okay, so this is what's funny. Obviously, you've seen all the books we've shown already, and this is like our haul. Like our haul.
We still have a lot to go.
Yeah, it was the biggest stack. It was funny, and the guy behind us in line at our LCS, he's like, damn, nice haul, dude. Like you're gonna be reading forever. And I'm like, well, the thing is, I'm like a month or two behind too.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I had made a comment. It's like it's easier when you don't have cable. So it's like you see where our priorities lie.
Mm-hmm.
Cable TV or comics.
And then he, like after he said that too, I noticed this book sitting. It was on the wall behind
the counter.
Behind the counter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Throw that in there too, because I think I'm only a couple books off from the entire run, and it's the current Batman run, so it was number 1 to the Tom King
Rebirth.
The Rebirth one. So
yeah,
I finally got number 1 for it. I mean, it was only a couple bucks, but yeah, it was behind the counter, so I was like, yeah, just throw that in there.
This next one we kind of double dipped, because there was one that was in the hold, and then there was the one that I really wanted. So I'll go ahead and show the first one that was actually in the hold. As you know, I love Elvira, and it's a beautiful series. I love the writing David Avalone's been doing, but we have the number 1 Shape of Elvira photo cover. No, picture, whatever it's called.
Photo cover, I guess, yeah.
Photo cover. So we have that one.
And make sure you don't hit your drink.
I'm being very cautious with my drink. Even though I've tripped, and I seriously, like right before the show, tripped on the edge of the bed and almost face planted to the floor, but I caught myself, so I'm okay. No broken bones. And then this was the cover that I really wanted of the Elvira.
You're holding it a little close.
Well, it's like so they can see it.
There. The whole, yeah.
See, it's hard with the glare though, so I'm trying to avoid the glare. But yeah, I really liked this cover. But then, since this one was in the hold, we ended up getting this one too. Yeah, because this one, I guess, is actually the subscription cover. Mm-hmm. So if you have it on your pull list, that's the cover that they give you, I guess. So it's still so beautiful. I love Elvira.
Yeah, she was actually Elvira for Halloween one year. I think it was like the year before I met her or something. The year or two before.
No, it was the year before I met you. So it was 2012. It was Halloween in 2012 that I was Elvira.
Yeah, you look really good too. It was awesome.
It was fun. It was a good Halloween.
Mr. Girl, you know you got a good one there, right? Oh, I definitely know.
Yeah.
That's why I put a ring on her really quick.
Really quick.
All right, so these next two, oh my God. Okay,
it's gorgeous.
So yeah, so when this is easily cover of the week, so I'm gonna just get that out of the way right away. Easily my cover of the week. Probably one of my favorite covers. I say this every time a cover from this artist comes out, though. But one of my favorite covers by him.
They're all so good, though, so you can't, like...
When I saw the solicitation for this, I immediately emailed my LCS, be like, put me down for that one. But Batgirl 31 art germ.
The only issue is we meant to double dip on this one to get the other cover as well, so we can read that one and then keep that one just, like, untouched.
Yeah, I need to go back and get the A cover.
Yeah, we forgot to pick up the A cover. We got distracted.
Yeah, I forget to do that sometime, because we're both really big art germ fans. So all of our art germs are pretty much going to be wall books. We have most of them like top loaded and stuff, and they're going to be all top loaded.
We're going to run out of space for all of our displays when we get into our own place. It's going to look like a 10-year-old fandom.
Yes.
Everything all over the walls.
Yes, Stay Pup. I knew that was going to be cover of the week. I know, right? Hands down.
It is a beautiful cover.
I mean, this cover's awesome too, but I mean, even with the, controversy surrounding him now, it's a bummer because I'm a big fan of him, but here's Spawn 293 with the Matina cover. I know this is, the glare is really bad.
But when you get kind of closer, you can't see the glare as much. Like, maybe not. Or maybe I'm wrong.
No, you can still see glare. I mean, you can't even see the whole cover, so that's why.
You're right. You're always right.
I know. We need to try and get some better lighting.
We were gonna try and use that one light that we have, but it's not clicking on. I think the bulb might be dead. But no,
yeah, we tried using the light this time, and yeah, it wasn't working.
One thing I don't know if you guys caught on yet or not, but he's the one that's always right. With us, it's not the wife who's always right. I'm always wrong. I'm the one that doesn't listen, so if it's usually him that's right.
This cover looks really good too.
Yeah.
Here's Heroes in Crisis #5. This has been such an awesome run. Obviously, like I said, I'm behind, so I haven't read any of these yet. This is one of the series though that always goes immediately to the front of the line. So yeah. I'll probably read this one really soon, because this is like one of the stories, you know, that I try and avoid spoilers on and stuff. So just because it's so impactful on the DCU as a whole. And see, and the title on this one piques my interest, you know, the most dangerous secret in the DC universe. You know, here's and it's Leviathan Rising Part 1. So Action Comics 1007.
That reminds me of the oldest question in the universe.
Right? It does kind of remind me of that.
I couldn't believe that on Doctor Who, where it's like, what is the oldest question in the book? Doctor Who. It was like right under your nose the whole time.
All right, D-Rock, have a good one, dude. Have
a good weekend, D-Rock.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I guess he was getting his hair cut. This has been a really good run. This has been a really good run, too. Here's Punisher #7, Legacy numbering 235. I always like going by the Legacy numbering, you know, like that's...
To each their own. We all like it a different way.
And because of that, I do like how Marvel does have the double numbering on it, so you know, so you can see that it's like 235.
Yeah.
It does make it a little confusing though.
A little bit. But if you get it, you do.
I love this book. I'm surprised that this isn't another one that you follow. But here's Spidey Deadpool 45.
I probably will. It's just I have so many to read. I have been reading more outside of my indies. I have been reading more books that you give me, so it's a work in progress. I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll probably catch up on those. Just a matter of time. Oh, my back.
Yeah, so you could take like a few for use. Here's so I guess this is the second one. So here's Flash Annual. I don't know if I got the first annual this year. I can't remember. But yeah, it says it's the second annual, so.
Yeah.
This one looks dope. It says Godspeed Returns, so it looks like we got a Godspeed appearance in that one. And then Flash 63. I still need to put this one on the hold. I mean, this one I'm following and I get every time, but it's not like on our actual list though.
Yeah.
Just funny because like I'm a Flash fan. Like I've always been a big fan of the Flash.
Well, we need to catch up on the Arrowverse and Flash and stuff here soon.
We do, yeah.
And then this next one is local Ryan Otley, Amazing Spider-Man. I love this cover.
Yeah, local boy Ryan Otley.
You can see it. It's kind of hard to see with that glare. Like I'm trying to get it to where you can. I say love.
I know. Is the glare like really bad for you guys? Like, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like watching it here, and like it is.
Like you can kind of see it.
It's not as bad as it looks on there, but it definitely could be.
It's kind of hard to tell because it's like from what we see and from what you see. But yeah, so we got the Amazing Spider-Man number 14 with Ryan Otley's cover. Gorgeous.
Oh, Comic Zombie said Arrow was renewed for another season. That's good. Hell yeah.
I love Arrow.
What season are we on? We're behind though. We're on like 3.
Yeah, we're so far behind. I think we are
season 3. Season 3 of Arrow. Season 1 of Flash.
Yeah. Because I was watching Arrow when we met, and then when I started hanging out with you all the time, we weren't watching it, and now we're going back and catching up on it.
I actually did start it too, though. When it first premiered, I did watch the first couple episodes back when it started. But I think we mentioned it before. We're actually watching the Arrowverse off this really good like watch list that I found online, and
yeah, so we're switching like back and forth to like when they aired. So we're watching Arrow, and then we'll go to an episode of Flash, and then we'll go back to Arrow, and then back to Flash, and just go back and forth.
We're almost to the point to where Supergirl starts and Legends and stuff like that.
We'll get there soon. Matter of time, but I can't wait till we catch up, because I've seen some of the previews and trailers for the newest season. So intense. I want to know what's going on, but I don't want spoilers.
Yeah, Crypto Ghost said, I've really been enjoying the current ASM run. I have been too. Yeah. I'm really liking it too. Mo asked, you started with one Soldier. Started with one on what book was it? Could have been, I think it was when I was talking about Flash when he asked about it. Maybe he might have meant Flash.
I'm not sure. I'm very forgetful.
If it was, yeah, the Flash. No, we started. Hell, it was probably. I think it was in the 40s. Because you have to remember, we started collecting a year ago, exactly a year ago. It was the end of January.
Yeah.
Last year when we got back into collecting, not started collecting, but back into it.
Yeah, kind of.
But we did start from scratch though.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily from scratch, because I still had some of my comments.
You had some, yeah. I started.
It was very, very few, and yeah. But then we both just dove in at first.
I know, like those Arrowverse shows are really good. Like,
I love them.
I like them a lot.
I love how they portray Oliver Queen in this story. Like, I love it. Oliver Queen is a favorite of mine. I love Green Arrow.
Yeah, Green Arrow, is one of your favorite characters up there, for sure.
One of my favorite is the DC.
Speaking of favorites, one of my favorite teams. Here's X-Force number 2. I have read number 1. I'm just gonna have to reread it though, because I'm following so many books. Like, I kind of have to reread stuff a lot.
You are following so many books. So I don't know how you keep up with it all. Like for me, like, I finally got past reading more than 3 or 4 issues without having to, because, when I was trying to read and catch up on all of them, I could only take in so many stories at a time before jumping into a completely different world. So it's it's work in progress, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, Comic Zombie says he likes The Flash the most from the CW shows.
The Flash is good.
See, I'm trying to think, if I was to pick a favorite. Like we said, we're only at the point of just Arrow and Flash right now, though. Yeah. So it's only between those two for us.
Though, at first, I
like them both pretty equal. It's hard to say.
I do like them both, but at first when I had seen the, what was it, DC movie, Justice League, where you see Flash, the guy they had play Barry Allen, I really liked his portrayal of Flash, and I was kind of nervous for when we started watching the TV one, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like him. And then
really young and kind of really skinny.
He's really good for the role. Yeah, he fills the shoes pretty well. I was actually impressed by the time we started watching Flash.
Yeah.
So
Comic Zombie. Seriously though, your favorite green thing in DC really should be Swamp Thing. Just saying.
True.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was a big Swamp Thing fan. The Swamp Thing movies, and I've actually been wanting to get into some old Swamp Thing books.
I do remember Swamp Thing, just not as much. And we could always pick it up, read some more.
I remember when I was a kid, the Swamp Thing movie. I loved that movie so much when I was a kid. I agree, Zombie. I've been wanting to get back into it for sure.
I'll have to look into it.
This one, I've been telling you recently that you kind of need to read it. I think it's a really good series. I'm liking the run right now. It's not like Immortal Hulk or Venom run status, but it's a really good series that I don't really hear people talking about that much. But Doctor Strange, and this is issue 400.
I would want to get into that one.
It's been a solid run. Nothing like legendary or epic or anything, but definitely good enough to stash it if it was on Blasted, or stash it. Definitely stash it.
Worth the read. I'll have to pick it up. Yeah, and then the other one that we picked up was an annual Justice League.
Oh yeah, the Justice League annual was this last week.
I can't tell how good you can see that.
Yeah, a little to the right, like.
Little to the right, a little to the left, a little to the right. Right there, perfect.
This is yeah, looks like more, with the source wall.
And then we also got the Countdown to 1000 Batman Detective Comics. Little to the right. So you said that way. Maybe here.
Oh yeah, Mo. I love the old X-Force stuff. I'm actually working on building up my run back of that, because my original time collecting, I used to have like the full run of it, and I think so far we've gotten like 1 through somewhere in the teens. I think I'm trying to remember how many I have, but we actually got a big chunk. Our episode, like a week, either like a week or two ago, our episode, we had a big
2 weeks ago.
We had a big from that sale. Remember, we got a bunch of X-Force books.
It was 2 weeks.
Was that an episode of Married with Issues though, or did we do that special episode that was just the sale haul?
I think it was a special episode, just the sales haul.
Yeah, so I don't think it was an actual.
But we picked up a lot that time.
Yeah, Mo says I got the complete Uncanny X-Force first volume. Is it this one? I've been wondering this because. Yeah, give me a second here.
Don't drop anything.
Because I have this one in trade. Well, these two.
Please hold.
The run-in singles I was just talking about is the standard X-Force, but and I haven't read these ones yet though. But I have these 2 volumes of the Uncanny X-Force. So it was this is the Rick Remender one. It looks like so there was that one, and then that one's 2. So I've been wanting to get the rest of these ones, but I've been trying to find the complete collection one. So it's the bigger one. Yeah, the Remender run. Okay. I've really been wanting to read this, but like I said, I'm so far behind on stuff, and like, not only am I like a short box and a half behind on singles, like how far I am behind on trades is like, that's just ridiculous. Yeah. Like we have like full runs of trades that like we haven't read. And, like,
I have the full Bombshells United run and the other Bombshells, and then I also have Batgirl that I haven't read yet. I have so many trades I need to catch up on. It's a matter of time. Like, there's so many more trades than there are issues that I need to catch up on.
Okay, yeah, Stay Pup said that's the run you need to read, and Mo said that's the one he completed, that Uncanny X-Force. Yeah, that's the one I've really been wanting to read, because like I love Rick Remender, and I mean that's obviously like the X-Force, you know, like when Deadpool was in it, and that one. I'm trying to remember, and I've heard so much good stuff about that run. I'm just trying to remember how many volumes in trades that had. I think if I kept getting those ones, just the standard size ones, I think there was like 4 or 5 maybe. But in the complete collection, I think there was just 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because I remember our LCS has volume 2 in the complete collection. But then I got those ones at a different place for the first one.
Well,
hey, Sam, what's going on?
For OCD's sake, you should just keep them the way that you're getting them now. Like, I'm collecting the Sandman ones, but for my OCD, I have to get the 3rd print remastered edition, or it will throw off my ACD too much. OCD.
Well, when ACD. It's, I know, that's what I'm thinking. Speaking of throwing off OCD, so like I said, I finally finished the 12-volume run on this, on the Bendis New Avengers.
Yeah.
So we have the 12 volumes. All of them are hardcover except 4 of the volumes. So I almost want to find the 4 that I need in hardcover, and then send out the others to the community.
Work in progress.
Just so I have them all in this in the Marvel Premiere hardcover editions.
And then another one we picked up that I'm actually really excited for, because it was a 12-issue miniseries. So it's the final one, and it's the final battle with this Shadow Rider, Raven, Daughter of the Darkness. I've actually really been enjoying this series.
Yeah, that's been a good series.
I've really liked it, so I'm excited to finally read the end of the arc for the 12-issue mini.
Hey,
So,
Rican, what's going on, buddy?
That was another one we picked up.
Yeah, Sam, that was awesome seeing you on Comic Core. I mean, I caught a little bit of it live, but I actually had to watch most of it this morning on replay. That's what I was watching when you woke up. Was that?
Yeah, I was talking to my sleep again.
Oh my god. Okay, so we watched Batman Begins last night when we were going to bed. Which is Scarecrow's in it and stuff, and so, but she passed out when we were watching it. I stayed up.
Granted, it was like midnight, and I'm old. I can't stay up as late as I can. Because, I mean, you guys know I passed out for the New Year's stream. I mean, narcolepsy, it happens.
Yeah, I can't stay up like I used to either. So it was kind of crazy. I stayed up, watched it. I had to get a bunch of stuff ready for today's show. So I ended up staying up till like 3 in the morning. So, but when I'm finally going to bed, I had to like wake her up to kind of scoot her over. And she starts like her eyes will be open and talking and everything, but she's obviously like not awake, because she makes no damn sense. And she's like, God, what was it you said again? You were like,
oh no, I was asleep. I just remember saying something.
You said something, I can't remember what it was, but it was like something, and then Scarecrow, and then something contaminating the background, or something. Like, it was just like so random.
Contaminating the background. I swear, you need to just start recording it. Like, just when I talk in my sleep, just record it and then show me later. It's weird because sometimes I'll kind of like wake up and be like, I remember telling you something when I was half asleep, but I don't remember what it was. What the hell was I talking about? Because it's like, I mean, at my old job when I was at this call center, I could do my job in my sleep. Like, it happens.
I know, it was so funny.
I do remember saying something about Scarecrow, though, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so up next we have, this has been really good so far, too. So this is Man Logan. This one's issue 3 of 12, so it's a 12-issue series.
Oh, it's the same with him, Comic Zombie. He is an insomnia, too. He is always awake. He maybe sleeps for 3-4 hours a night. I'm like, I would be dead.
That's what it is. Yeah, like, I can't stay up late, so like I'll go to bed early, but I just don't stay asleep. Like, I could fall asleep at night, but I just don't stay asleep. So then I'll be up at 3-4 in the morning. Even on the weekend, like even on the weekends, on days off, I haven't slept in past
and you're stubborn.
Like 5 or 6 in the morning in probably a year or two. Except, you know what's weird? Today, like I said, I stayed up till 3 in the morning last night. I actually slept till 8 this morning.
That is good. He's so stubborn, though. He'll be, like, passing out and, like, completely asleep. I'll be like, okay, come on, let's go to bed. He's like, no, I have to go smoke. I'm like, you don't have to go smoke. You're already asleep. Just stay in bed.
I have to smoke.
And then he wakes up again.
Before I go to bed. I have to.
He's so stubborn about that.
I can't fall asleep, like, with,
It's all in your head.
I just sit there, Nicky fitting. I just noticed his War Machine's gun fell off right there when...
Yeah, I was going to tell you, when you fell. I noticed it before we started. It was on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I'll just set it up here for now.
Hey, comic girl Ava, what's going on?
Hello, Ava.
Yeah, she says, awesome, finally caught you guys live. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Indeed, and nice to have you here.
I can't remember if I read number 5 on this, but here's number 6 from this.
Wasn't it
Marvel Knights? This has been awesome.
Wasn't it last time we thought it was 5 issues? Maybe it is 6. Because that's 6.
Maybe we had.
Because I thought when we read 5, we thought it was only 5, but that's 6.
Yeah.
I might have to read that because 5 was good.
No, I remember wondering that. I just can't remember if I had read 5 yet or not. Yeah. But I don't know.
That's one I'm excited for. It's been really good. That's one I've really enjoyed, and I'm glad you had me read. I really like the Marvel Knights ones. This one I'm actually super stoked for because it's like Live Long and Prosper. I can't help it. I'm a Trekkie. It's a number 1 that I'm excited to read.
Yeah,
it's the Q conflict. I didn't even know they were coming out with a number 1 until we were at the comic book store on New Comic Book Day, and I'm like, yep, I'm getting it. I have to.
Yeah, I don't think I knew about that one either, but they're like you said, they're always kind of coming out with
4-issue minis.
With little minis of, different.
Because I noticed they came out with the Discovery, and it was Succession, and then the Light of Car.
Or Collis.
Collis, yeah. I can't pronounce words.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce words, but those 2 other Star Trek ones were only 4 issues, so I'm wondering if that one's going to be another 4-issue, but yeah. I'm still excited for it.
All right, this book had an awesome variant this week, and I was really hoping that I could have gotten our hands on it, but our LCS didn't have it. And we were about to drop this book from our run until the new writer took over, and I think it's been really good so far. And here's Wonder Woman 63.
You can't English today either.
No, that
How do
happens
we
a lot.
even understand each other with all this gibberish?
Right. This one I can't remember. So this is another miniseries. God, so many miniseries. And I've been getting all of them, but I just haven't started reading it yet because it's one of those things that I wait until I have them all and then I'll read them all. But
you do that a lot with miniseries. Like since you already have so many to read, when you do get the miniseries, you just wait until it's over and then gather them all.
Yeah.
And read them at once.
Which is a reason why we pretty much have a short box and a half to read. So this is Black Panther versus... Yeah, that's where you put most of yours.
Yeah, I still need to get to Saga 5.
So here's Black Panther versus Deadpool 4, and it's actually first appearance of Pantherpool.
Pantherpool
Is I guess what his name is. So he looks pretty dope like that. I like that suit.
I love that cover. I really, really like that one.
Yeah, they had a variant to that one that wasn't bad either, but I just like that one better. So
you already showed your cover of the week. I don't think I chose a cover of the week for mine.
Nope, not yet.
I'm gonna have to. I'll come up with that on the fly here soon. Just a moment. The next one we got is Labyrinth, and this one is number 10 of the Coronation miniseries. It's one of 12, I think.
I think it's gonna be a 12 one.
Yeah, I love this cover. He's so cute in the comics when you're reading it. That little worm guy. That's like why I always say hello. Did you just say hello? No, I said hello, but close enough.
That's an awesome Fiona Staples cover too.
It is. It's beautiful.
There's been some good covers on that run. Santa Takeda, you have an awesome one from that.
I love Santa Takeda. She's so good. But yeah, that's why I'm always saying hello. It's because of the little worm guy from Labyrinth.
Hey, so Joe Ryan, thanks for stopping by. Joe Ryan made it.
Number 10 out of 12, so there will be 2 more of the Labyrinth ones, and then that miniseries will be over.
I was
catching up on comments.
Yeah. I was just looking because I think just Rican had to take off. I'm not sure, but if you did, thanks for stopping by.
I just realized, hands down, I already know what my cover of the week is. It's not new, but go ahead.
Okay, this one could definitely be in the running for cover of the week this week. God, I love Alex Ross, right? Here's Captain America number 7. I'm really behind on this run. I can't really remember what the hell is going on in this. When I finally get to reading this one, I'm probably going to go back to number 1 and just read them all that we have so far. I've been getting them all, but I know that he's kind of still dealing with the fallout from Secret Empire and stuff, and just the lack of trust from the American people and stuff, I think is. And it looks like it's part 1 of a new story arc. It says Captain of Nothing, part 1. So
part 1.
But that's just an incredible Alex Ross cover.
It is. It looks really good.
He's just been killing it. His Immortal Hulk covers. He's had some awesome Cap covers, and.
Yeah. Then this next one, I've really, really been loving the Sandman universe. I think it's incredible, and it's issue 4 of Books of Magic. I'm actually really liking this Books of Magic series too. Like, it's good. Got number 4, Books of Magic. I'm liking it. The Sandman universe, I am in love. Like, Overture is so good. I'm collecting the trade paperbacks of Neil Gaiman's run of Sandman. And then we actually came across a variant that I really want to get and is going to be on the hunt.
Yeah.
It's a Jim Lee variant. one shot to
It was the
Sandman universe.
Yeah, it was the Sandman universe #1. Well, the one shot Sandman universe that they came out with at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And it's a Jim Lee variant.
It's a beautiful Jim Lee variant. Yeah. I want it so bad. Matter of time.
And this one, I think we can finally read this one.
Yes.
Now that all of them are out, because this is the last one, I think. So here's Man Without Fear. I'm pretty sure because we're going to be getting into our previews looking ahead for next week.
Oh, okay.
Daredevil #1. That's.
You're right. You're right. See, he's always right. He's so smart.
So here's Man Without Fear #5. So we can finally read this. This is another of the connecting variant. So I was able to get the connecting variant to, I think, like 2 of the issues. Was it 2 or 3? I think 2. But I don't know. It bugs my damn OCD. Like hopefully I can somehow find all the connecting variants. And I mean, I've seen a picture. I found a picture online of all the connecting variants together, and it's a pretty awesome image.
And so I realized my cover of the week, hands down, has to be this.
Oh yeah,
that's my cover of the week.
Yeah, so
the embossed cover.
And when we do cover of the week too, it's like cover of the week out of what we got, and not necessarily of just what came out
that week. Yeah. Well, that's why I realized, I'm like, wait a minute, how can I have a cover of the week and have it not be the first slab I ever got? And it's like embossed and it's beautiful. So this is my cover. I love it. I love Selena Kyle and Elvira.
Oh yeah, Stay Puft, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you definitely keep us busy on Instagram for sure. And
yes, you do.
Stay Puft has an awesome IG. That's why I need to catch up.
Yes, if you haven't seen it, definitely check out. Too. Yeah. If you haven't seen his Instagram, definitely check it out. I swear, you're the one tagging me in like everything most of the time, and I'm like, okay, I can do this.
And the music stuff too. Definitely the music stuff, because he listens. I could tell he listens to a lot of like real hip hop, all the good old underground hip hop and stuff that I used to listen to.
Yeah, see, I even love all the videos that come across from Stay Puft on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like the movie clips and the music videos.
Hey, come
You got good taste, Stay Puft. Good taste.
Okay, so let's see. That was the weekly haul. We did the mail calls. So now we'll get into our recent reads, which we have a little here, not too much, but you could take those.
I really didn't read too much. I really did not read too much this week. I've just been too distracted. But this, hands down, is my favorite series ever. I was able to read Monstrous. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is so good. I did post a review on Instagram. It's like, it won the best publication for teens, but I feel like it's a little more mature with them being in the middle of a war for teens, for like a teen audience. I don't know.
Well, and it's like, it's uncensored and has like swear words.
Yeah, it is uncensored, right? And it does have swear words. But Kippa, I love Kippa, and there's more than meets the eye with her. And this was definitely my favorite read this week, was Monstrous. If you're not reading it, you totally should. It is so good.
Oh, thank you so much, Ava. Yeah, she said, I love your guys' room. I have that same Detective Comics wall cling.
Thank you. Yeah.
We got that quite a while ago. The one I really want to find, the Action Comics #1. I really want to find that one to go with it next time.
Was it at FYE or Target? It was
FYE. Where we got that?
Yeah.
That one.
No, it might have been Ross.
I think it was Ross, because remember we found a bunch of them at Ross.
Yeah. See, then there's even Doctor Who on my stand.
The Doctor Who one though was FYE though.
Yeah. Yeah. That Doctor Who one back there. If you push, like, see where I'm pointing at the top of the TARDIS? If you push that button down, it'll start to flash.
Yeah,
it has a little blinking light, and I love it because it's the TARDIS. But yeah, if you haven't read this, read it. It's good. Hands down, favorite series.
Okay, and like I said, we're going to get into our spoiler-free Punisher, review of, like, our thoughts on season 2 of the Punisher. But so after watching that, it got me really wanting to, read some good Punisher. So I started the complete collection, Volume 1, the Garth Ennis Punisher Max. I have I'm gonna get this whole entire run like in just the complete collections, because I have 1, 2, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need 3, 4, 5, and stuff. But
that monstrous one, real quick, I would say it's 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. And I was able to read Captain Marvel #1.
Yeah, it's a great series so far. And what's awesome that this complete collection has Bourne, the 4-issue mini from his time in the war. So that one actually starts with Bourne 1 through 4, and it's so good.
I'm gonna have to read it. I'm definitely gonna have to read it. But so I did read Captain Marvel #1. I don't necessarily agree that it's complete dumpster trash, but I give it a 2.
Yeah, you actually weren't like a fan of it.
It was.
See, like, and I read it, and like, I mean, it wasn't anything like blown away. Like, I kind of want to reread it, but I don't know.
The other critics were coming with it, but I wouldn't necessarily consider it as bad as that.
Yeah.
But it just really wasn't. I'd be okay if we dropped this series.
Yeah, so far I probably am too. Like, I might read it one more time just to kind of see, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't think that we would.
Yeah, overall,
we might not get the second one. I don't think so.
Overall, I would give it no more than a 2. No more than a 2. But that monstrous is a 5.
I know, Today Pup. I'm the same way, dude. Well, obviously, I mean, if I wouldn't have gotten the complete collections already, I would have gotten the Omni. But I had picked up the complete collections 1, 2, and 6 like in sales, like dirt cheap. And then I saw the omnibus, and I was like, damn, that would be such a dope omnibus to have. But I was like, but I already have like half of that omnibus, you know? Like, so.
The ones that control what goes out, they're just scrolls. It's like DLCs on video games. Like, you already bought the game, and the DLC comes out. You're going to have to buy the DLC. They're just all trolls. Yeah. Of course, they're going to come out with some incredible omnibus after they come out all the trade paperbacks.
Okay, so I finally did get caught up to Flash, and then of course 63 comes out this week. But I did read 60 through 62, and 60, like, I actually got is it Derek Chu? It's something Chu who did the artist who did this amazing cover. But I think it's Derek Chu, I think is his first name. But that was 60. Yeah. And 61. And this has been really good. This arc right here that I read in this. And then this one right here actually introduced a new villain, like Psyche or something, I think is his name.
Yes, even Mr. Girl said he was so glad he didn't buy that Marvel. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it just seems like it is not getting well reviewed at all. So I'm curious to see how long they keep up with that one.
Do it. I like to move it. Sorry. It's so random.
And I finally, I think it was Perry Comics. I had been talking to about this before I read it, but I finally did read Shazam, so I got #1 and 2. I finally got that knocked out, and this was it's really good so far. I mean, I'm a huge Jeff Johns fan, so anything he does, I'm always like really into. Like Doomsday Clock, I mean, I was trade waiting on.
Yeah.
But I caved, and now I haven't started it yet. But I'm going back and buying.
That's news. What? On how I'm in love with Saga, and I think when they do come out with more issues, I'll probably still wait for it to come out in trade paperback. But then how it went on a hiatus because he's looking into turning it in. Yeah,
I have that written. I have that written on the show notes.
We'll get back on that subject in just a second then.
Yeah, I don't know how recent that news is, but I recently heard about it, so it's new to me. We'll get into.
And I did finally read Guardians of the Galaxy #1. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I would give it a 5.
This is my book of the week of the new thing that came out. This was my favorite read.
Yeah,
this week.
I would say it's #2 to Monstrous, but it's still 5 out of 5.
Monstrous, that's why. Yeah,
I'm just biased when it comes to Monstrous, but still 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed reading this book. I actually read it this morning after I had my coffee and cigarette and woke up. I'm like, oh yeah, it's good.
I I agree, Carol. I'm liking Shazam, but like the family thing, you know. But I am liking it.
Like the audience it's reaching with its content, or
No,
family thing?
no. There's you'll see, like, if you read it, like, it's because, you know, like Billy Batson is like a foster child. You know, it's like a whole family of like foster family, like of kids, of foster kids, and they all kind of have the like Shazam powers. Sorry if it's any kind of spoilers or anything, but yeah, it's.
Yeah. I'll get there. I'm a little behind on the times. Like, I'm so deprived when it comes to good movies and good comics. So if you have any, what's the word? I just lost the word. If you have
like suggestions.
That word. See, he's always right. He's so smart. Suggestions. If you have any suggestions, I'm down to look into them.
And this one, this is my last recent read from this week. But this run is just instant classic, like legend in the making. So like Immortal Hulk number 12, like this run has just been
recommendations.
So good.
That's even a better word, Mo.
Yeah, recommendations. That's better.
Recommendations.
Actually, yeah, recommendations is better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Puff actually said Guardians 1 was dope, but I don't know if I'll stick with it. I thought it was really good. Like
I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
I mean, I'm really looking for it. Like Donnie, like I like Donnie Cates a lot. Like what he's doing.
Maybe see what's going on in the next 2 to 3 issues, and then if it's good to keep going, or
that's
give it a shot, because you can't just go by one. Well, sometimes you can. Well, but
yeah, that's kind of our thing. Usually is like 2 or 3 issues, but I don't think like Captain Marvel, I don't think we'll even give it a number 2.
No.
I mean, like I said, like I didn't think it was bad as people were making out to be, but it also wasn't wasn't great.
Good. The Life of Captain Marvel was really good.
Exactly.
But this new Captain Marvel just it didn't even get in the same ballpark as Life of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, exactly, Joanne. Yeah, the God Country team. Yeah, on Guardians. Let's see. That was our recent reads. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff that, like I said, I started.
Punisher.
You want to do that next? Yeah, Punisher.
So
we'll just do our spoiler-free thoughts on season 2.
So we did finish season 2 of Punisher. So good. It may just be a show, but the emotional damage and anxiety that it gives you is so real.
Very real.
So real. It was so good. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. And it's actually kind of funny because we had watched like 3 episodes, and then we were going to call it a night since I had to get to work the next day. And we ended up deciding, like, after watching the second to last episode, you can't just stop there. You can't. There's so much going on that you just have to keep watching it, and I'm so thankful that we did.
Especially how the second to last episode ends and leads into the last one. It's like you have to.
I love that Punisher.
Yeah. I've been using that. I've been using that picture for a lot of stuff, and it's gonna be. But yeah, it was really good. I mean, I really liked it a lot too.
I enjoyed it.
I'm trying to keep away from spoilers and stuff. I mean, really, like one of my only like criticisms I have is, which I've seen a lot of fans have it, is and it's no spoiler either. I mean, we all know Jigsaw, you know, is the villain, and I wish he was more messed up.
That I agree with. That I totally agree with, because like when you see the end of season 1, when he's getting his face bashed in, like, you would think there's gonna be like deep scars, like Joker scars of this smile. Like, you think like they're gonna be so much more intense, and they weren't really up to par. So that I agree with. I think they should have made him look more gruesome with the scars and the Jigsaw. Like, would have made it look like he needed face reconstruction surgery or something.
Yeah, Stay Puft said, I really enjoyed Punisher season 2, but having 2 different storylines did hurt it a bit. See, it was weird how they did that. Because like it would start with the one story and then kind of go to the other, and then like, remember at the end they hadn't been doing the one storyline for a while, and then it kind of like, oh yeah, there's this and then they hurried and tied it off, and then it was kind of weird. There was kind of a weird balance between it.
I think I would have liked it more if it was just the one. If they focused more on the one and did more suspense to the one.
Or if one of them was more of a subplot to the other, which is what they were going for. But it's just weird how they, like I said, how they balanced it. Because it wasn't like this is easily the main plot and this is a subplot. It was like 50-50, but how they paced it was kind of weird. But it's to me, it's kind of like a minor complaint. But it's.
I would have liked it if it was more focused on. Like, it was still a good season, but if it was more focused on the one, I agree with what he said.
Yeah, Stay Puft says somebody said he looked like Jigsaw was scratched by a cat. Really?
Right.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
like
that
his
bad
scars.
It wasn't that bad at all. I somehow got this cut.
I wish
that's like what Jigsaw scars were.
I know, right?
Like, I don't know how I got that cut. You can't really see it. See, that was like the equivalent of Jigsaw's cuts. I think I got that from work.
Agree. I completely agree, Mo. I was actually just going to say that. I literally took the words right out of my mouth. He doesn't need to look like how Jigsaw looked on Punisher Warzone.
Right.
Was it Ray Stevenson that played Punisher in that movie? But I think it was Dominique West played Jigsaw in that movie, and he looked like they went too far. Like he was overboard. I wish I could remember the name of the artist, but I saw a digital artist on Instagram.
Oh, and you still haven't been able to find it.
Do his own rendition of the Netflix Jigsaw, like how he should have looked, and he looked so dope. Like I wish that they would have made him look like that. But
yeah, it shouldn't have been like 3 steps up, but just like a step up from what they did, because they didn't like the way his face is bashed in. You'd think it'd be more scars than that, or like deeper scars, like different. Yeah.
Well, but they mention a couple times like they refer to how good of a job the plastic surgeons did on him, so they kind of trying to explain why he's not like so messed up. Because they actually refer it a couple times like how good of a job the plastic surgeons did.
My heart was in my stomach during some of those episodes, though. It was just like, oh my god, the anxiety is real.
You know what, Stay Puft, I haven't seen the Dolph Lundgren one, and but I agree with the 2 that I've seen though. Like I love the Thomas Jane one. Like we watched it actually a few times recently.
Yeah, we watched it, and not too long ago. We watched it pretty recently. I liked that one. I thought it was good.
I've seen that one.
I made you kill your wife.
Yeah,
that's deep. That's dark.
Yeah, it's awesome how he does that. So like I said, I've been listening to podcasts again a lot at work. So I've been hearing like news here and there. So some of the news, it looks like Titans, the comic book, not the show, but Titans, DC recently canceled that. So their final issue is gonna be number 36, which comes out April 10th, I think is what it had in their solicitations.
Which, you know what, is actually okay, because we've been reading Titans and we've been talking about dropping it.
Yeah, after the current arc. We were planning on dropping it after the current arc, and it looks like it's going to end anyways.
Since I've been reading it, it's been about a 3 or a 4 on my scale. Like, it's not a complete favorite, but it's not too bad. I actually do like it. But yeah, it's...
Hey, boy who had 7.
Hello, boy who had 7.
Yeah, show the slab since he's here. That's the one. Remember, he was keeping an eye out for us for for this. I think he has a 9.8 though, right?
I have a 9.6.
So yeah, it's not a 9.8, but it's
But you know really what close. Though? It's actually kind of perfect for me, because for whatever reason, my favorite number in the entire world is 3, and so it's like 369, 36, 9.6,
9. Yeah, 9.6.
1993.
It's multiples of 3.
I feel like this is a cosmic find for me. Like this, even though it's not a better grade, I'm perfectly satisfied with the 9.6. I feel like it was what I was meant to have. I was meant to have 9.6.
But like I told you, 9.6s and 9.8s are like so minuscule and so close to each other. You can literally pull a book off a brand new book off your LCS's rack, send it right to CGC,
and it'll still
get a 9.6, like a good amount of the time. Like I see brand new books coming back from CGC at 9.6, like a lot.
And what we didn't realize when we first got it, well, when we had ordered it, is that it's an embossed cover. So it's like when you look at it, you can actually see that it's embossed up on like her head and her claws. It's like it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It is. I mean, it was her.
The camera doesn't do it justice. I love it.
It's a big grail for her, and
it's my firstborn.
It was a big.
It's the equivalent of my firstborn child.
Oh my god, that big?
Yes, I love it.
That's like
it's my favorite.
That's like my New Mutants '98.
Exactly.
All right.
Comics to children.
Okay, so some more of the news that I picked up on, and obviously all this news. Obviously, I'm not in the industry or anything. This is all just stuff we read and hear about, you know. So, but supposedly the Black Widow movie is rumored to be rated R. So far, that they're going to do rated R, I guess.
By Joe Ryan.
And rumored to be a test for R-rated MCU films such as Deadpool and stuff like that. So,
Joe Ryan Comics, how'd it go? Have a good weekend.
Yeah, have a good weekend, Joe. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good one. Yeah, the boy who had 7 said he dropped Titans about a month ago.
Yeah, see, we've been talking about dropping it too.
Yeah.
You know, see, it is a very gorgeous. I think it's my favorite Catwoman cover too. It's a good cover.
I love those. I say it every episode several times. Yeah. Like those Valent Catwoman covers.
Her hair and the ears and the suit. Oh, love it. Beautiful.
Headlights for days.
Good headlights.
Yeah, like
yeah.
He draws such an amazing Catwoman. But yeah, this Black Widow movie, like I'm really interested to see if they do go the R-rated route. Obviously, with them getting the X-Men properties, I hope they do because they can do it with this Deadpool stuff. But
if I hope that they do so that they can stick more towards her background of who she is in like the comic, like.
Yeah, because she has a dark backstory, and like
she has a really dark backstory. So it's almost one of those things that you can't really do.
She's
PG.
One of those ones that would have to.
If they do it kind of PG, it'd be like Jennifer Gardner as Elektra. She's always the good girl, like.
Yeah. So yeah,
I didn't
even
really
like
see her as a good Elektra.
Should be darker.
Like she wasn't bad. She just has too much of that good girl, like. Look to her that
the Netflix Elektra was perfect.
Oh,
I loved
her.
I loved her in Defenders. Like she was really bad at Defenders when she was
when she like didn't know who she was and it was good. They did a wonderful choice on her for the Netflix series.
And then I picked up this week that I guess that they recently I guess greenlit or started put it into pre-production or whatever, but a Shang-Chi film is in the works. So I haven't really read a lot of Shang-Chi, so I don't really know too much about him, but I love like kung fu movies and stuff like that. So I would love to see stuff like that in the MCU. So
that would be cool. My knowledge is we little on that subject.
On Shang-Chi, yeah. So's mine, you know.
Yeah, C-13 going on. Yeah, see, she just has too much of that good girl. She doesn't have, like...
Yeah, 13, yeah, right.
She doesn't have, like, the skills of, like, completely transforming herself outside of her like, typecasting.
And then the next one I have, you kind of mentioned a little bit. Like I said, I don't know how old this news is, but like I said, it's new. It's new to me that I heard, but...
It was... on a podcast that you had heard as to why Saga was on hiatus for a while.
Yeah, so I guess Brian K. Vaughan was working on a deal with some studio to produce films and TV shows for several of his creator-owned properties. So you would have to assume Saga is on that list.
It might be. And
whether
if they do
it's a movie or a TV series. Or...
If they did it anything like how J.K. Rowling did Harry Potter, then I'm okay with it. But if they did it anything like a series of unfortunate events, I'm going to cry.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Zombie. Hope you have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Bye. Have a good weekend. Live long and prosper.
And then this news actually, I think, was finally made official. I mean, I don't think anyone's surprised by it. I mean, I think it was just a day or two ago, but Batfleck is officially no mas. So Ben Affleck is officially out as Batman, but I don't think anyone's really surprised by that.
Yeah, when you told me that news, it was just kind of like, oh, it was already known. Like, there's no surprise to it.
Yeah, no, not at all. There was something. Okay, yeah, I do have it listed next though. But I did find this article. I guess there's already odds being thrown around who has like the most odds to be selected for the Matt Reeves Batman film. The highest, and I think it's a good choice. I haven't seen a lot of movies with this actor, but appearance-wise, I think he could be really good. And I want a younger Batman too. So that's what I think, and that's what's rumored it to be so far, is what it sounds like. But Armie Hammer so far is kind of like higher.
You might have to show me a picture. I'm horrible with pictures and name. Well, not name. I can't.
Got that?
No, it's been a very long week. I'm brain dead. I can't function anymore. Now I forgot what I was even gonna say. How am I still alive?
God, right.
I don't know. Never mind. That ship sailed.
This article I was looking at, Armie Hammer had the highest odds, of being in Bruce Wayne in the Batman film. Second was Jake Gyllenhaal. His name is still really high on that list.
I'm super stoked for him to be Mysterio.
And then to round out the top three, and when me and you kind of fan casted a Batman a little while ago, two of these top three names I mentioned. Armie Hammer was one of them, and then number three, John Hamm. But it kind of goes against my thing of how I said I want kind of a younger Batman. Mm-hmm. And John Hamm I think is like 47, so he would be a perfect, like the way he looks, he's spitting image of Bruce Wayne from the comics almost, right. But I think he would be perfect for like a Dark Knight Returns or something, or like kind of an older one.
Sometimes age is nothing but a number, though, because there's people that are like 30 years old that look 20. And
so to your point, maybe when he's Bruce Wayne, they kind of make him look a little younger.
Yeah, they might be able to pull it off, because sometimes there's so many times where you see somebody and they're like, oh yeah, I'm 45, and you're like, wait, what? Like, or you see somebody and they're like, oh yeah, I have a 30-year-old son. Like, it blows my mind away sometimes.
Yeah,
when people.
Yeah. You guys in chat, if you guys have any ideas for fan casting Batman, Mr. Garrell throws in Val Kilmer, but
Val Kilmer. Yeah.
Don't get me started on that. All right, Boy Who Had Seven said he's got to run for about 20 minutes, but he'll be back.
We may or may not still be here.
Most likely, probably still, though, because I'm
trying to think who would be a good Batman.
I mean, like I said, I think John Hamm would be so good, but like I said, I kind of want a younger one. But I think Armie Hammer, I like that choice. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Like Mo said, I think John Hamm would be so good for like a real like Frank Miller Batman.
Yeah. Although, well, like with Affleck, I was surprised. I was impressed with him. Like, I was so worried about Batfleck being.
I was so worried before.
He did so good. I was honestly impressed with Affleck's performance as Batman. I'm not sad that he's no longer Batman, but I'm really interested to see who's gonna be.
I mean, I don't think it was like epic or anything, but like you said, I was very worried about Batfleck going into it. But I think he did. He was good. Like, he was good,
yeah.
But
he pulled it off well. Like, I mean, he's no Adam West or
Bale
or some of the other really good ones. He's not quite up that high, but he still did better than I thought he was going to.
Yeah, but compared to how worried I was, he did good.
Yeah. For how concerned we were of seeing, like, because Affleck and all of his other movies, he's just, you wouldn't necessarily think him, which is like on another subject, the Ruby Rose as Batwoman. I can't wait to see that. She's perfect for that role.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Elseworlds crossover yet.
We need to.
But just from what we've seen, like picture-wise, she looks good. She looks like a good Batwoman. Speaking of that's a good little news thing to mention. They did greenlight a pilot.
Yes, they did greenlight a pilot
for the Batwoman show. So
yeah, it's exciting.
So we will at least be getting a pilot for the Batwoman one.
I wish I had a better photogenic memory so that I could like really cast my bet on who would be a good fan cast for Batman, but I'm drawing a blank.
I forgot. There's one more name that I wrote down that was on that odds list. And speaking, we were talking about him earlier. Ben Barnes. That's the guy that played Jigsaw, Billy Russo, in the Netflix Punisher.
He would have to bulk up.
So him as Bruce Wayne Batman. He
would have to bulk up. I don't know if I like that because not necessarily. I mean, there's definitely
worse.
Lot,
there's definitely worse choices, but I don't know.
It depends. I don't know because sometimes actors can pull it off and sometimes actors can't. Like sometimes they're good. Like even in Batman versus Superman, what's his name played
the kid that played Luthor?
Yeah, Luthor.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg, I think.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg was actually pretty good as Luthor. Like I was like, wait, he's Luthor? And then we see him in the movie, and it's like, okay, wow.
I mean, he wasn't.
He can act. He did good.
He was almost more like.
He wasn't bad though.
He was kind of like a better Riddler than he was like a Luthor, but
yeah, he would have been a better Riddler.
I mean, like he kind of played him like a different guy.
Yeah.
I mean, but he wasn't bad. But yeah. I would still kind of rather see someone else play Luthor.
But he still did a good job. See, and like that's the thing that makes it hard with the fan cast is it comes down to how good of an actor they are, because sometimes they don't look like they'd be able to pull off the role. Or they don't look like they'd fit it whatsoever. And then once you see them act it, it's like, okay, yeah, they can do it. So it also comes down to the talent of who's portraying the character on film.
Yeah. Stay Puft said he didn't like Jesse as Luthor. See, my thing is
I thought he did good.
It's like I didn't like him as like Lex Luthor. Yeah. I liked him for what he did, but it wasn't like Lex Luthor. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It was like you said, how he was kind of a little more of a Riddler, like a little.
Exactly, Stay Puft. I was going to mention that. Yeah, Stay Puft says I need to see the Lex Luthor on Supergirl, and we were just talking about this last night. John Cryer was cast as Lex Luthor for Supergirl,
and it goes to show how good of an actor he is.
Yeah,
back to that.
It might seem like a really weird choice to choose him for Lex Luthor, but I saw him play a bald bad guy on NCIS, and he was really good. So. Yeah, I can give him the benefit of the doubt, and I kind of think I can see him kind of doing good on that.
See, it comes down to the talent sometimes. It really comes down to the talent.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you never know. Because, like, think of this. Think of before The Dark Knight Returns or whatever. Don't think of what eventually happened because it was legendary. But, like, you hear Heath Ledger Joker. You know, you'd kind of be like, what the hell? You know?
He was so
But
good.
then it was, like... legendary,
so
you know, so you never know.
So good. I miss Heath Ledger and Robin Williams.
And this,
so many I miss. Paul Newman.
This tidbit was actually really recent too. I guess James Gunn officially directing Suicide Squad 2 now, because I mean it was a little while ago when he signed on to write, to be a writer on Suicide Squad 2, and then everyone had to kind of assume.
Yeah,
he eventually was going to be announced as director.
See, and it's like we were talking the other day too with what's her name playing Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn isn't necessarily a favorite character of mine, but who they have playing her in Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, there isn't anybody else better for the role.
Perfect.
There really isn't anyone who could do it better than the person doing it.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of the same way. Like I don't hate Harley Quinn by any means, but I'm also not like a crazy fan either.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Harley Quinn, but it doesn't mean I don't like her. I do still like Harley. She's nuts and she's a psychiatrist and everything, which is actually one thing about the Punisher review. I hope it's not a spoiler, but they kind of portrayed that whole there's psychiatrist
patient
love thing.
It kind of brought back memories.
That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of Quinzel and how she fell in love with the Joker.
Patient, and
Yes, I like Harley Quinn. Nothing against her. I just
that actually is a news note I do have on here though. But yeah, the Birds of Prey movie, they're filming now, and I think it's slated to come out around this time next year. So we're actually going to be getting that pretty soon, and I'm actually looking forward to it. Hey, McD.
Hello, McD.
What's going on, dude? So glad you can make it. Yeah, you'll have to go back in and check out the replay. Or no, we can show them that.
You got to see it. You're new in the chat. I hate the glare. The glare doesn't do it justice.
It really don't.
It's my first grail, and it's my first slab, and it's Selena Kyle in a beautimous purple outfit. I love it. I was 4 years old when this book came out. And now it's mine, and it's embossed.
Yeah, I didn't realize that one was like an embossed cover.
Oh no, like we were hanging out in the chats last night, and how it's really fun to look at old ads in older books, because this one is talking about Mortal Kombat coming to leading video game systems. I
played the hell out of that game.
Right?
I think it was on Sega Genesis back then. I played the hell out of that game.
I played the hell out of it too. That's the one thing I love most about older books, is looking through some of the ads, and it's like, oh, I remember when those came out.
And of course, I gotta show you, re-show you these, McD.
Yeah.
A couple more for the Joe Kelly run. We got 6.
It's a beautiful Catwoman. It is so sick. It's my favorite.
20. And 21. And there was like a few others that I was able to snag from the LCS, but I put it in our hold at our LCS. So
yeah, and I turned into a hypocrite on Monday when I did open this. It was a box inside of another box, but usually when he's opening boxes, I'm like, cut away from yourself, don't cut towards yourself, and here I am like just cutting towards. I had to open it. I was too eager and I couldn't wait, and I had to do it.
And yeah, right before we recorded, we did run to our Walmart real quick just to see, if we can get a hold of these. But yeah, we were able to get a couple of those Superman 7s.
Yeah.
Which was the last 2 that they had there. All right, back to some of the news that I had. So James Gunn officially directing Suicide Squad 2 now. And then there was like another interesting little just note to it. I guess he was actually offered a Superman movie. And obviously he turned down. So I guess that they kind of like gave him the pick. Like they offered him a Superman movie, and then kind of like just gave him the pick of the litter, like of DC stuff of what he would want to work on. And I guess I guess maybe it looks like he probably chose Suicide Squad, I guess.
Birds of Prey?
Which I think James Gunn is Suicide Squad 2.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. But no, Harley is in Birds of Prey, though. That's,
my bad.
When we were starting to talk about
that. I get things confused a lot.
Yeah.
Very often. Like, there's times I feel like I'm really smart and I know what I'm doing, and there's other times where I get out of the car with the seatbelt on.
Yeah, so I think that's everything I have for the news. But next, I have some lists of some of the stuff that's coming up this next week. Yeah, I know. Stay Puff says, Gunn doing Superman. No, I don't think so.
I am Groot.
I love James Gunn, like as a director and a filmmaker, but yeah, Superman is definitely not like kind of like his style. Like Superman, it has to be someone different. But him on like a Birds of Prey or a Suicide Squad or something like that, like I think he's perfect for Suicide Squad.
It's kind of like how they steered away from what's his name doing Infinity War. Firefly. What's his name? We were talking to my brother-in-law about how he's kind of overrated.
Oh,
what's his name?
Joss Whedon.
Yeah, Joss Whedon. It's kind of like how they geared him away from it, and I'm kind of glad that they did. After hearing some of his remarks on what he had planned and what he wanted to do, I'm kind of glad they steered him away from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually. I'm trying to think.
What?
McD said, like, I'm so jealous of those exclusives. Like, that's kind of like why I kind of, because he doesn't have a Walmart out there, obviously, you know. So I think
Spoilers.
that one. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I'll just shut up.
Spoilers.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna smile.
So looking ahead into some of the stuff I'm looking forward to this next week, Batman 64 is dropping this week. Deathstroke number 40.
Yes.
And it's still going on that Arkham story arc, which I'm behind on. I mean, I think I read the first one of the Arkham one. Remember Deathstroke in the?
Oh yeah, I did
Arkham?
Read that one. They put him on Promethazine.
Yeah, you've been reading it.
Yeah, same as I'm on.
I think you've read more than I have because I've only read the first Arkham one, but
I thought it was pretty cool. They put a superhero on the same meds I'm on. Aha.
Yeah, that was funny.
My meds would knock a normal person out.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it would.
And knock them on their butt. Me over here at a high dose. But yeah, that one would be exciting. So they're coming out with another one next week?
Deathstroke 40, the next one in the Arkham story, The Dreaming, number 6.
The Dreaming, number 6, yeah, because I have number 4, Books of Magic, and House of Whispers to read.
Green Arrow 49 is dropping this next week. It's bittersweet.
That is a good cover.
Because supposedly they're dropping it. They're canceling Green Arrow after issue 50.
Oh, yeah, I know. I still need to read that one. I'm kind of bummed about it, but at the same time, there's still the Arrowverse show of Green Arrow, so I'm still getting like Green Arrow content. It's just not.
I have a feeling that they're canceling it just so that they can like reboot it or restart it or maybe start.
Or just taking a break.
Yeah, just a small break. Put a new creative team on it. Start a new number 1. That's what they're doing. And maybe it's going to be like a new, Green Arrow Black Canary book or something.
Just because they're ending his series at this time doesn't mean it's going to be ended forever. Exactly. I mean, they could just be taking a break. Everybody needs a break from time to time.
And obviously, I mean, that happens all the time in comics. I mean, Fantastic Four came back, after, I think they were gone for like 3 years before they came back.
Yeah, see, sometimes a break is good. Sometimes that's all you need. So I'm not too bummed about it.
Yeah,
I still have to read that issue of Green Arrow, but I'm excited to see someday when they come back with it.
Yeah, I am interested to see what they do with it.
Sometimes it has to be put on pause and go away so you can truly miss it and then have it back again.
That's
and then you really appreciate it more.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Also, this coming week, Green Lantern number 4.
Green Lantern's been really good.
It's been good.
I like Green Lantern.
I'm liking what Grant Morrison's doing so far. I mean, after just issue 1, I was like a little lost, but it's another one of those things. Like it takes a couple issues to get into, and it's getting really good. One thing I forgot to mention on that Green Arrow 49, there's actually a Francis Manipal variant that is sick on it, and that's the one I'm really going to be looking for is the Francis Manipal variant on Green Arrow 49. Hey Perry, and the boy who had 7 is back. Welcome.
We are. Hey, it's been 20 minutes.
I told you.
Time goes by fast. It feels like that was just 5 minutes.
I know. I don't see a timer up here on Hangout, so I have no idea how long we've been going. And I don't know if
it's a mystery.
Yeah, I don't know if it shows on that either.
Go get the Scooby Gang and solve the mystery.
Also next week, Justice League number 17, and there's an awesome Will Conrad variant on it.
Yes.
And then for Marvel, Avengers 14, and the thing I'm so stoked, Daredevil number 1, the Chip Zdarsky and Marco Cicchetto run starts this Wednesday, this new comic book day, Daredevil number 1, and the covers look dope. I mean, I think it's Julian Tedesco, I think, is doing them.
I think so.
And I think there's a Punisher arc, really, like right off the bat, because I was looking at the new solicitations that came out, which I'm going to get into some of those. Issue 4 has an incredible Punisher on the cover.
Yeah.
So I think there's a Punisher arc, and I love Daredevil and Punisher together. I mean, they're 2 of my favorite characters anyways, but together.
They're really good together.
Yeah.
I like how we have them set up with the statues. Or it's Daredevil, Elektra, and then Punisher. And Punisher's looking over at Daredevil.
Stay Puft says it says we've been on for 84 minutes in the description, so hour and a half-ish.
Not bad. Thank you, Stay Puft. So, the mystery is solved.
Yeah, thank you. And then I saw Sam mention this, Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool number 9. And this cover is incredible. I might actually get a couple of this cover because I want a reader, and then the other one I might slab. I might slab it just for like protection, you know, to keep protect. Because this cover, oh my god, check out if you haven't seen it. Look up this cover, looks incredible, and I think it's by who's been doing their covers. I think it's like Nick Klein, I think is who it is. I could be wrong, but that's I think that's his name. Immortal Hulk 13 is next week. Like I said, it's killer run.
Yeah.
Ethan Sachs's next Old Man series, he just wrapped up Old Man Hawkeye, which was one of my favorite things from last year. But he starts the next 12-issue Old Man series, Old Man Quill.
That's going to be a good one.
Star-Lord.
Yeah. I almost wore my Guardian shirt today, and then I changed my mind. That could be a good one. I might read that one.
And then Iron Man number 8, Uncanny X-Men number 11, and X-23 number 9.
I'm just so excited Monstrous is back. I mean, I think it only comes out once a month, but it's so good. It's so good. You need to catch up on Monstrous.
I know, I do. I mean, there's so much. And then I just recently went over the new previews that came out, and it's the solicitations for April. And some of the ones that are noteworthy I wrote down. Wonder Woman's issues 68 and 69 have some killer variants by Kari Andrews and David Finch, respectively. The Kari Andrews variant on 68 and the David Finch variant on 69 are incredible. The Batman Hush, the new Essential Edition, comes out with that Jim Lee cover with Batman and Catwoman that we really want to pick up.
Really, really bad.
So that's in April. War of the Realms kicking off.
In April.
There's a Santa Takeda variant. I showed you that Santa Takeda variant of War of the Realms.
Gorgeous.
And I
love her art.
It's this incredible cover with Thor.
Just her whole style is beautiful. She's like one of my favorite artists. Hands down is Santa Takeda. It's so like complex and in depth and just good.
What let's see. Yeah. What one of those variants was it that you're looking for, McD? Because him and Boyette 7, they're talking about one of the variants. Was it I know, I'm trying to remember some of the variants that I was just talking about.
I don't know. I don't know what I did 5 minutes ago.
I know, me neither. I'm terrible. What is this? Okay, so then April is the Avengers True Believers month. So for that month, the True Believers is a bunch of classic Avengers books.
I actually need to do my tags today.
Actually,
I forgot.
Show this because it's actually on this side. So this actually this looks pretty dope. So I'm a big fan of like the black suit Spidey. I'm working on like a lot of the covers.
Was it that one?
That's the Hush, yeah. That's the Hush cover.
I see the Hush cover. You can see it.
Yeah, it's an awesome Jim Lee cover. Yeah, you can actually see it. So this is I think it's like a 5 or 6 issue mini it's gonna be, but it's Symbiote Spider-Man #1, Peter David and Greg Land, and Mysterio is gonna be the villain. But this is on the April previews. But I'm definitely gonna check out this miniseries when it comes out in April. I'm working on a lot of the black suit Spidey covers and stuff. I mean, I only have a couple. I don't have any like the major ones, but I have been kind of looking at them. But
it was Signature Saturdays is the tag that I noticed before we did the show that I have to do after the show.
Oh, that's right, McD.
I really don't have any mini signed books. What?
Yeah, I did see your post on IG when he was asking about like if anyone had the Batman 55 variant and the Deathstroke 36 variant. And it's funny, like I was really hoping that I had them too, and it's kind of funny because those are the ones that I missed out on too.
Who's the first
I have like all the other ones from the time, but yeah,
I like Lucifer.
There's some awesome looking stuff in both the Marvel and the DC April previews.
No, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but back to the variant.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that Symbiote Spider-Man too, especially like Mysterio being the villain and
my back hurts. When did I get so old?
All right, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Some of the community stuff I want to mention. So from going ahead in the future of the show now, since we use Hangouts and stuff now for the show, we are going to be
having guests
and stuff, and we have the first couple down. So next week we're going to be having Discovery Bay. Should be on the show next week.
Discovery Bay.
And then the following week we have Comic Geek McD. I'm really looking forward to both of them, obviously, but
we were going to have Jeffrey Comic-Con too, but the scheduling issues didn't quite work out, and we missed him last night on
the hunt. He was having technical difficulties last night.
I'm hoping he got his internet back up, but it's a work in progress. It'll happen eventually here soon. We'll see.
I'm hoping he did because he has his show today with Rod with Just Rican.
Yeah.
Coast to Coast. So I'm hoping he got it straightened out so that because I want to watch it.
So.
I love Coast to Coast. So
yeah. But here soon we'll have Discovery Bay and
then the following week, Comic Geek McD and
Comic Geek McD.
I'm really looking forward, to start having some guests. I mean, if any of you guys, and if we're trying to like put a list together, of people to be on. So anyone interested, on being on the show, DM either myself or her on Instagram at Solgr_only at Fusha only. I think I have the links to our Instagram. I think are in the description. So.
Oh, you're so sweet, McD, and an awesome honor to have you with us. To be on the channel. So.
I'm really looking forward to it too.
It's gonna be fun.
But yeah, like she said, we when we put out that we were gonna start having guests, Jeffrey was the first one that hit us up, so he would have been the first one for this one. But yeah, like she said, there was some scheduling stuff. So
yeah, because I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but with me working Sunday, and it's a work in progress. We'll get there.
Yeah, Discovery Bay is such a huge part of the community.
He is so nice.
I love JB. He's so awesome.
And we watched his channel this morning.
Yeah, definitely follow Discovery Bay because
if you're not following, definitely go follow him, subscribe.
Yeah, because he has his What's On Today with Discovery Bay, the comic community guide, YouTube channel guide. Every single morning he puts out what's on that day.
More power to him. I mean, I'm usually passed out by 9, and he's up at midnight putting everything together. He's a good guy.
He has to do it earlier than that because that video was up like at 6 this morning when I was up.
And it's like 5 his time.
Well, and he read when he did the spotlight on our show. You could tell he read directly from my description, but I didn't put that up until 3 in the morning. So he did that at some time between 3 and 6 in the morning, our time. So which would be 2
Maybe
5
you're not
his.
the only insomniac. I forgot who else said they were
he
insomniac.
Is too, for sure.
I wish I didn't sleep so much, but
yeah, and if you guys have your own shows or anything, definitely hit him up so that you can be featured on his guides. So.
Yeah, give him a heads up.
But yeah, he's super nice. I mean, the first time I met him, like we were in the chat together on the hunt, and Tony showed volume 1 issue 1 Moon Knight. Like put it up, and I just said something like oh, that's a big personal grail of mine, and I had never said anything to Discovery before, and he said something like what book, Soldier, like what book's your personal grail, and I was like that Moon Knight that Tony showed, and he's like, oh, DM me your address. So I did, and he sent it out to me like nothing. Like, and that was the first time I'd ever like interacted with them.
I agree. Perry Comics, he is a vampire. It's this
Vampire.
This community is so incredible. Like I was not expecting this much love from everybody, and you know, it's
incredible.
awesome how we all have like the same interests, but then we have our similarities and our what's the opposite word of similarities, but like differences. And it's just, I love how we're all able to come together and just be a huge community.
Just this
it's
common,
so awesome.
This common interest and passion and love can bring so many people from so many different parts of the world, from so many different backgrounds and different types and everything, like together. And it's
I love
crazy.
it. Yeah, I love it. You guys have all been incredible and amazing, and it's going to be so exciting to have guests on and see them.
And we haven't been into it long. I mean, we've only been doing our show again for...
Well, this is episode 4 of Married with Issues, and we had only done maybe 3 episodes
before that. So
that weren't.
It hasn't even maybe 2 months tops. We've really been back into it. But Stay Pup, we really would love to have you on the show. So let us know. Whenever you want to be put down for it.
No, I'll have to definitely have you on the show too. It'll be awesome.
Like I said, we have Discovery Bay for next week, and then McD the following week, and then after that, I mean, it's open. You know, so
DM and let us know. And I'm still always off Saturdays.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. If so, obviously we do it Saturday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 1 p.m. Pacific. I mean, if that doesn't like work with any kind of scheduling, I mean, we can try and work something out, which we're actually going to do with Jeffrey. We're actually kind of in the process trying to work out like whether we do it a different time on Saturday or a different day entirely.
Yeah.
But we're trying to work it out to where we can have Jeffrey on an episode. So
it's just depends on the flexibility of what we can do. But I mean, we're willing. Like if you're busy on a Saturday or you know you still want to be on the show, we can be flexible and change it to like Friday or Thursday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday, and I'm sure we can work something out and get it to work, because when there's a will, there's a way. It'll happen. So we'll be flexible, and we can move a schedule around a little bit to get some other guests on.
Some other community stuff I want to shout out really quick. It should be on next week's episode, but we do. There is some awesome AOKs on their way. I mean, Comic Books NYC, Perry Comics, and D-Runk have all. I mean, it's just speaking to the incredible community, like you were just saying. I mean, they're all. It's
incredible. It's great. It's
unbelievable. They're all
unbelievable.
Sending us out some stuff, you know. So we're really looking forward to it.
It is unbelievable, and we do have some in the works.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
The spoilers is all I'm gonna say, but give it just a little bit of time.
Yeah,
you'll see it's worth the wait.
It'll take time, but we are.
It'll definitely be worth the wait. So give it some time, and it's worth the wait.
Another thing I'm really looking forward to, Burke Nasty is holding on to something for me. I'm super hyped about that. That you'll have to stay tuned and
yes. Because I can't wait till we get those things out of the hold that I can show you, because it's more Catwoman.
Yeah, so we definitely have some good stuff coming on the show.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it, because it's spoilers.
Yeah, and then like I said, I'm looking forward to having Discovery Bay on next week. So
same. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, and it'll still kind of have like the same format, you know, like so we'll have the weekly hauls, the recently reads, and then when we have the guests, you know, we'll do, you know, obviously like an interview kind of like thing with the guest, and then and then we'll probably usually try and have like a topic discussion, you know, like, you know, maybe like variants, you know, or what would you like to see in the industry,
maybe we'll just
or
play
movies, or just hang out and chat kind of thing, you know.
Or maybe we'll just play it by ear and see how it goes, and venture the unknown.
It's all about just interacting and hanging out, really, you know.
Bring
it's
not knowing what, go not knowing where, or what it was on that little that Zen thing.
Oh yeah,
that quote thing that I have. It's like a Russian something, or it's like a haiku. Haiku?
Haiku, I think is what.
Haiku.
Yeah. Isn't that what it is? I haven't heard that word in a long time, so I can't remember. I think it's haiku.
I think it is haiku. Yeah, it's one of my favorite haikus where it's like bring not knowing what and go not knowing where, or something like that. Or just kind of go with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Mo. Yeah. Let us know. And it's the same thing with us. I mean, watching Bueller and just everyone in the community and everything is what really lit a fire under our ass to get our show going again. Because we used to have a channel like a little over a year ago.
It was more geared towards gaming and video games and like reviews on movies and stuff. And then this one's more geared toward comics. But yeah, I'll definitely subscribe once you get your channel going, and we'd love to be there.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah, I think that's everything I had down for this week. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else.
Only thing I can think of at this particular moment is food.
I know. Yeah, we haven't really ate anything at all yet today.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. It was a really good show. Good chat. Good discussions.
Thank you all for coming and staying in chat and being with us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I mean, like we said, it makes it all worth it, and it's so fun to do. I mean, I look forward to this every weekend, every Saturday, So.
And to my own surprise, I've actually been up before past 4 Saturdays, because sometimes I can sleep till like 9 p.m.
Yeah, sometimes you're sleeping right until I wake you up to do the damn show.
Yeah, that's true. But thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah, Stay Puff said, check out 3 Men in a Basement coming on after your show and sub them up. I think I might actually be subbed to them already. I have checked them out before, so
if I'm not, then I definitely will.
If they're coming on here soon, I'm sure we'll probably be hanging out in that chat. So
yeah,
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for hanging out again. Love y'all, and we will see you throughout the week in chats and everyone's shows and stuff, and then we'll be back again next Saturday, 2 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Pacific, which is 4 Eastern, and we'll be with Discovery Bay. Married with Issues.
Married with Issues.
All right, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys.
Live long and prosper. Have a good weekend. Thank you.